That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. You are now rocking with the best. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK, and if you don't like me, you must not like money. Today's July 12th. I got a nice, clean little episode for you today. We about to revisit Ethereum and see exactly what's going on in the market, if you should jump in, if you should jump out, and how to make you some money. Bitcoin is $2,300, still a little bit below water, but the market is looking strong for the time being. We will get into that in a little bit. I think you all remember this video. I think some of my fans remember this video. I think some of my haters remember this video. On this day in history, I looked at the chart and I said, hold on. I said, this don't look right, you guys. I said, the moving averages don't look right. I said, CNBC just put a video on YouTube yesterday that said, buy Ethereum. I said, don't believe the hype. Sell now. And so here we are, 2 weeks later, $150 down. You know, maybe it might have bounced up. I don't know what it is, 220, 260. I really don't convert back to US dollar. I look at Bitcoin. I know when I told you to sell it, it was 0.14. And today, when we look at the chart, it's 0.09. So that's a lot. That's a lot. So why are we here? Why are we here? We are here because this is another opportunity. A lot of people are looking at Ethereum and wondering if this is an entry point, if they should just stay away from it, if they should jump over to some of the chain gang coins that's going up 10,000,000% overnight for no apparent reason at all. So before we go and do all that, let's just look at the fundamentals. Let's look at the chart and let's figure out how to make some money. But before we do that, I need to shout somebody out right now. I told my people earlier in the day that you know, we get on the chat, we talk a little bit before the video, and I said, shout your country out. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving away free Bitcoin. If you come on the air and rock out with your boy before I go live on the air, then somebody is about to get paid. So let's see who that person is. Let's go up a little bit. Let's go up. What were we talking about? We were talking about masternodes, right? And somebody was talking about Litecoin, Dash, talking about masternodes. Who should we pick? Somebody needs to get some free money. Somebody. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? K Archie, bam! You've been on this chat for a while. I done seen you on so many different videos. What we about to do right now, I'm gonna screenshot your name. I'm gonna put it inside the Facebook group. All you need to do is go onto our Facebook page and comment on that video, on the post I'm putting up right now. Everybody's gonna see you. All you need to do is say, this is me, this is me. And the group will vote it all the way up to the top. And then that way, you know, I can link up with you and send you your Bitcoin. I appreciate your support. I think you said you were from Germany. And you used to do exchange games with the milkman. I remember one of the comments you had put on our wall a long time ago when I was talking about Bitcoin and going back and forth between the US dollar and Bitcoin. And you were saying when the milkman would come around, you guys knew the exchange rate, but he didn't. So you were able to, like, you know, get over on him and make money because, you know, he didn't know how to do the math and convert it in his head. So that was pretty cool. So I appreciate you sticking with us through the thick and thin and still being active in the community. And I appreciate you definitely being active today. Bam, there you go. That's how it's done, guys. You know, just that easy. So every day I'm putting out a new video. That's my New Year's resolution. I make New Year's resolution every month. I'm lucky enough to be alive. I try to just make the next month a better month and to move it in a positive direction for my life. So my New Year's resolution of July is to do a Bitcoin video every day. So let's go. Let's make some money, right? As you can see, our Facebook group is still rocking out pretty good. We got almost 3,000 members, closing up on 2,900 right now. We have some amazing charts, you guys. Some people are pointing out some inconsistencies with these guys. I think you know how I feel about them. I have one finger on my right hand that is dedicated to that platform right there. So we'll keep it moving on that. And it's really cool. It's really cool. So, you know, this is a time, these people, you guys are going crazy for this chain coin right now. It's a time some people are excited. Some people, you know, are making a little bit of money on the bounce. But let's check out Ethereum. Let's give y'all what y'all came here for, right? This is a 77-minute chart. Normally I'm on a wider chart. Normally I'm on a 343. Which is a little bit over 4 hours, closer to 4 to 6 hours, somewhere in there. This is a little bit more than an hour. So we're on TradingView. I have a link in the description for this exact setup. This link is called, this page strategy I describe in detail in the playlist called How to Chart Like a Boss. You can click that link in the description, watch the first 3 or 4 videos, and you will be good to go. You can have a screen looking exactly like this and understand exactly what's going on inside these charts. In order for us to know where we're going, we got to know where we've been. And so that's why you see essentially 2 sides of this chart, the uptrend and the downtrend, right? And all I did was this all came from like one line, no joke, 1 or 2 lines. I took 2 points, and we can redo it right here. I'll redo it live for you guys. I started with 2 points where the thing broke out. That was right there. It broke out at that intersection right there. And the green and red both went above the orange, carried for a little bit, and it broke down right there. So that essentially is one complete cycle, right? And we know firsthand when we have a good trend line like that, it's gonna hold. So what did I do after that? I put one at the top of the candle, and you can see it held pretty well. And then you drop one down to the bottom of the channel, just to understand both sides of it. And so this is Ethereum, you know, for almost 2 to 3 weeks, we were in a solid uptrend channel. When we were up here, it dropped a little bit, but you knew that in order for this relationship to still stay positive, it had to get back in that channel. So that's what it did. It went back up there. And then once it broke again, and it broke through that bottom point right there, that's when we were officially in a downtrend. And at that point is when this blue line started to take over. So all I'm doing, it's like a mirror, right? And it's just reflecting on itself, talking to itself, telling itself where it can go in the future. And so now we're on this side of the chart, and we're doing the exact same thing. We only need about 2 or 3 points, and we can predict with very good accuracy what's going to happen in the immediate future. And all I'm doing is I took this line, this point, where it broke down right there. And what I'll do is I'll copy and paste this little red circle so you guys can see it's a different line. So what we did, I'll even change the colors of these lines, green and red, just to make it clean and easy to understand. Let me tell you something. If you appreciate this content, what I'm doing is I'm making trading easy. I'm making it simple, and I'm showing you ABC how to make some money. If you value this kind of content, you guys, do me a favor. Just hit the thumbs up right now while I'm cleaning this chart up. We have a very big community, about 7,000 subscribers. And when you hit that thumbs up button, it helps the other people know that this was a quality video. So that way, when they log on to YouTube, they are able to see it up in their feed. So if you like, you know, when I go into these charts and make this thing real easy and real simple to understand, you know, just give me a thumbs up, and that'll help everybody else see it the next time they come on. And I appreciate that as well. Okay, so this is exactly what we did. You can see that this mirror point right here is both a green circle and a red circle, because that's essentially our line of reflection. That's where Ethereum turned over at, right? It's at the top of the hill. So going down, all we did was we took our first two major intersections. And I think it was that one and one of these guys. I'm trying to find this out real quick. Where did it come from? Where are these nodes at? 1, 2. Why is it on that angle? 1, 2. 1. Okay, well, let's just do this. I don't even know how I drew that trend line before, but let's draw another one. Because sometimes that happens. It's honestly, it's like every time I draw a chart, I draw it differently. But essentially, it always points to the same way. So what I'm looking for, I'm taking that point as my starting point. And now I'm looking for a break up line. Oh, you know what it was? It was on a different candlestick. I drew it before on a 343. So the 77, it's a little bit different. So that's a breakdown. That's a break up. Let's do that one. So now we're doing a completely different slope. But I think this is going to be better for us, because I think that's going to give us some more information for this next part over here. So you see what we did? We went from the green going below the orange right there, and green going above the orange right there. And now we copy and paste that, throw it up under to test it. And look at that. Look how well that holds right there. So it holds right where we're at right now. And we're doing the green line, I don't care about the bottom of the candlesticks, because those are extreme points. All I want is to capture the interior momentum. So that green line right there, look at that. Green line just barely touched it up there, right there. See, that's no accident. That's called harmonic resonance. That's called perfect symmetry. That's called history does repeat itself. That's called you know all the answers. You're just looking at the information the wrong way. And that's what I've learned. This chart has all of the information we will ever need. We just need to know how to look at it and how to look for it. If anybody's seen the Matrix, it's almost like the Oracle. It knows everything, but you just have to ask it the right question. And the minute you ask it the right question, you'll know all that you needed to know. So we do the same thing right here. We see that Ethereum tested it there. So that tells me right there that that is not a big moment of inflection, because even when it tested it, nothing really happened on this side. So that's not solid yet. So what that means is we're not done with this line right now. Something still has to happen down there. So what I think we're going to see, even though it held bam, bam, it went from the top of that candle to our point, green touching the orange. And then, oh, so it broke out of it. So that's what it was. It was suppressing it, because you can see it was riding it. It broke down the candles. It knocked it down, and now it broke out of it. So essentially, it stepped up over the line. And good. Here we go. Okay. And now this is a copy and paste of our line from over there, right? And now we're just walking up the new ladder. But what's going to happen, right? Because I think there's still a lot of negative momentum inside Ethereum. It's not going to turn over that quick, right? It's just not possible. It's still a lot of negative momentum. So eventually we're going to break below that green line. And at the point that we break below that green line, more than likely we will be walking down another line, you know, that looks like that, to where we break below it at the intersection, you know, and Ethereum falls into a new channel that's still going down at that same angle we were going down at before. And again, guys, it's not perfect, but what does line up perfectly are the intersections. So when that green crosses the red, that's what lines up perfectly with the lines that are created. One of the last things I wanted to go over real quick, when we look at another reason if you should buy or sell, right? One of the things you want to do, buy at the bottom, sell at the top. Well, what does the bottom or the top look like? Real easy test right here. It's called the white ball test. I just made it up right now because I colored that ball white. So it's called the white ball test. But you find the top of, you know, your chart, and this is the top. You know, we've identified it from two different sides now, and you just put a white ball at the top of it, and you say, okay, white ball, if I was to push you down that hill, where would you stop at? And right now we're just looking at the orange line. So I'm sorry, I even had that yellow line up there. That shouldn't have been there. So we're just looking at the orange line, because the orange line is like the daddy. That's the momentum. That's the magnitude. That's the heartbeat. That's basically telling you where, you know, this chart is allowed to move in the future. And we can see, everybody's played like skee ball, you know, at when they were growing up at Chuck E. Cheese or something. We could see if we threw that ball, rolled that ball down that hill, it wouldn't stop right there. It would keep on rolling. And it wouldn't stop right there. It would keep on rolling. So even though our green has broken through our orange, this is just a temporary, you know, a temporary jump to maybe tell that orange to straighten up a little bit, and maybe on the next time it'll have a better chance. But right now we still have a lot of negative momentum, and that white ball is still rolling down. It's going to roll straight through that green line, straight through that red line, and it's going to keep going down. So although it might dip a little bit, it's going to still go down. So now is not the best time to buy it, only unless you planned on buying it to short it. But even then, that's not the smartest thing to do right now. So I think that's pretty clear on where Ethereum is, where it's going. Kind of gives you a better idea of how to understand it. I'm going to save this chart so we can always use it on these videos. I think this is a pretty clean chart right here. I'm just trying to think. Oh, and then also, if we want to know where this white ball is going to end at, right? Because I know that's what you're saying. Well, Brandon, how can you predict the future if you're just telling us what happened in the past? Cool. Well, this is how you do it. We learn from where we came from. And I've showed you this in a few videos now. One of them was how to short cryptos. When I walked through it with Litecoin, essentially we had 3 major support levels, and we already broke one of them. One of them was that red circle, no, right below it. Right there. That was essentially us going through both of these 2 circles, bam, bam, was our way of confirming that we had broken through all of that, because that top circle lined up with the top of that candle, the very high peak. You can see it almost like lines up perfectly sometimes if you're on the right candle and you have the right fractals connected. So this consolidation area is gone. We've already broken through that one. So the next one we have, which could be a possible catching zone, could be possible, is the one we're at right now. And that's essentially running through this area that looks like that. And so all we do is we copy and paste that relationship, bring it over here, and throw it on the bottom, right where it started at. Green to green. And that's more or less, if we break out, that's the window of time it would happen in. But again, I don't think that white ball is done rolling down the hill. So I don't think Ethereum is ready to turn over yet. You can see, even when it was up here, right, that slope is very, very sharp. So even though it went up for a little bit, it still had a bunch more left to keep it going down. So I think all we're seeing now is basically a second little spike, just like what we experienced right there. It's almost like, what do they call it? They call it the bull trap, to where, you know, it lets you think everything is fine and you know, we're turned around. But the minute that the actual relationship happens, the minute that orange comes back in contact with the green, bam, it's back like it never even happened. And so I think what we see is a repeat of that exact same setup. So if you really wanted to, you could just measure that to that, high to low, and throw it on top of that, high to low, to figure out your sell-off. And that would probably come somewhere around the top of this candle. Now that I'm looking at it, the top of that candle over there. So if you do have Ethereum right now, if you bought it, more than likely you would want to, I'll put it this way. If I had it, which I don't, I would look at selling it between there, probably right around there, no higher than that, because you're guaranteed that right now. So yeah, Ethereum is probably going to go up a little bit more. But even still, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I think this is just a quick bull trap. I think the entire market is still shaking out the cobwebs. Some new money is getting in that doesn't understand the fundamentals. But at the end of the day, this white ball is still rolling down the hill. More than likely, using the exact same method from before and looking at the past, right where we were on the other side of the hill, more than likely, we will bounce around on that orange line. And the reason that'll happen is because it was a spot where the ceiling turned into the floor. Remember, where floors turn to ceilings and ceilings turn to floors is an area, is a relationship that you want to identify. And so we'll probably bounce around on that orange line and more than likely drop a little bit more. But then once we get down there, and this is what I called in that first video when I said it was going below 0.07, I was going to start buying at 0.07. More than likely, we'll go down to right around 0.05 because at that point, look at all that consolidation. We have a lot more energy that we will be able to more or less reposition ourselves in the market and stage another cycle for Ethereum to continue the magnificent run that it had previously. So that's all I got, you guys. That's basically an in-depth analysis on Ethereum. I am officially 20 minutes late for dinner with some people from work. I didn't realize this was taking this long. So with that being said, I appreciate your time this evening. If you appreciate mine, by all means, join us in our Facebook community. We have, again, about 9,000 people on that community. One of the reasons I was able to give you guys this detailed description on Ethereum is I had actually walked through it with a client. We went through Ethereum specifically, and I hadn't looked at this chart for a while. So one of the things I did, I realized how helpful that was for both for me and for you. So I went and created a new meeting website. The link is in the description. It's eventbrite.com/BK crypto trader. That will bring you to this page. Let's see if it loads up. Not that one, but this one. So if you click on a link in the description, this is only if you want to set up a one-on-one meeting. The way the one-on-one meetings work, it's $75 an hour. You can book as many hours as you like, but most people just book one, you know, just to get a more in-depth understanding of the coins that they're looking at. So it's $75, first $25 when you get on this website, this eventbrite.com website. And the minute it shows me, I will be able to show you. It looks like this: crypto trading consultation. You click on tickets. Don't worry about the day. It's all the same day. Just click on how many hours you want to do. Every hour is a $25 deposit. Click checkout, do your information. It will send you an email that gives you access to my calendar. And basically that's through this website called Calendly. And in doing that, you will be able to schedule a time with me. It's pretty cool. It just gives my availability. It's first come, first serve. I have about 4 hours of meetings available a day. You know, and you just go in, pick whatever time works best for you. Sunday at 1:30, bam, and that's it. And you know, we get on a Skype, Google Hangout, and walk through any chart you want to do. I think it's a really, really cool way to keep everybody engaged. And if you were, you know, a big time trader or looking to learn more or get in the market and make some money, save some money, it's a great way to help you guys out. I will be coming out with another crypto picks. I've been holding off a little bit so I could get a better grip on the market. I think I'm pretty good right now. I've been able to make some money on the smaller coins, so I'm definitely going to include a few of those. In addition to that, I have a better understanding of how the bigger coins are playing in together. So look out for that as well. If you appreciate this content, again, now's your chance. Like, subscribe. I do a video. I told you my New Year's resolution of July is to do a video every day in July. Every day I'm gonna get on here and try to make you some money. Turn your notifications on. I do them at all hours of the day. Last time I was in New York, I did around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. I might jump on. I'm up in the morning every day at 6 a.m. So I might jump on at 6 a.m. just to catch my people in London, you know what I'm saying, right before they check out for the evening. So it's really a great feeling. I appreciate the positive comments, the support you guys are giving me. And with that being said, I wanted to show my people some love one more time. I think I asked them earlier to shout their country out. So let's see who was rocking with me today. If you in the chat right now, shout your country out. Do me a favor, leave a comment on this video and shout your country out. If somebody shouted your country out before you, give them a thumbs up and I'm gonna jump on and show y'all some love too. Ant shares, Neo, Northern Ireland, Los Angeles, America, America. F yeah, America, United States, Spain, Romania, Cancun, Stanford, Connecticut, Sean Pond. Hey, I'm in Stanford, Connecticut right now. What's going on? What's the odds? What's the odds? I'm at this Marriott on Tresser. I'm about to go out to Kashi sushi spot right around the corner. Anyways, Netherlands, Portugal, Belgium, Rochester, New York, Belgium, Ohio. Tom Walker. I appreciate you, man. From one Ohio dude to another. You've been rocking with me for a while. Belgium, what's up? San Diego, what's going on? Damn, I love San Diego. Pickle Ranch, I love San Diego too. Seattle, Washington, never been up there. I heard they got some good coffee though. Might have to go one time. Lebanon, Tijuana, Brussels. You know, this is pretty cool, you guys. I appreciate you guys coming out tonight. If this was beneficial, I try to make technical analysis informational, educating, and entertaining, enlightening, and amazing. So if you agree with any of that, like, subscribe. All I ask is if this helped you, copy and paste the URL, text it to a friend so that we may help them as well. Each one, reach one, teach one. With that being said, this is your boy DK signing out. It's about that time of the day, no matter where you stay, from Brazil to the Bay to Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side. Stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.